I'm Tiger Woods, and this is my game. This is a golf lesson none of you had before. Got to the fairway.
Yeah. Cheated a little though.
I did cheat.
Just enough of a little of a breeze.
I just don't know if I could carry it that far. Well, hitting the ball as far as I did when I was, early part of my career was a huge advantage.
Beautiful posture right here.
Oh, yes.
All the par fives are reachable with irons. I generally had wedges into a lot of the par fours. Theoretically, I felt like I had a couple shots per round up on the field if I was able to drive it well. Compound that over a tournament, season, decade, there's an advantage to being long. And you look at all the guys now on top of the world rankings, they all move it. The game is evolved. It's not about the precision short player having, dominant runs. It's about the power players. I'm hitting the ball further now than I ever have in my life, but it's all relative. When I first came out on tour, John Daly was the first one to break the 300-yard barrier on average for the year. So in '97, I think I averaged like 296. Well, that's what I feel comfortable hitting my 3-wood right now. But now there are guys hitting the ball 340 and 350, so the game's gotten so exponentially longer. Hit the ball in the middle of the face. Let's start with that. My dad was a big proponent of swinging absolutely as hard as you possibly can on 2 conditions. 1, you can maintain balance, and 2, you can guarantee you can hit the ball in the middle of the face. If you can't do any one of those 2, then you can't swing that hard. And that allows me to, 1, to be able to hit the ball further, but with less effort, and 2, control my misses. I see so many people just go up to the tee and put it in the ground. Well, first of all, what side of the tee box are you gonna go to? Hogan was a big proponent of this. Immediately, the tangent itself sets you up to either go down right or left, what shot you're gonna play based on that tee location, then tee height, what shape shot you're gonna play. There's a lot that goes into a simple, innocuous question like that. Yeah, if I'm gonna hit a draw, I'm gonna obviously aim right. What I like to do is try and really feel as if I close my shoulders a little bit more. And one of the things that I've learned as I've gotten a little bit more stiff as I've gotten older, is I've had to learn how to drop my right foot back a little bit. Very similar to what Hogan used to do. He used to drop it quite a bit for a draw, not quite as much for a cut. And because of my mobility, I've had to learn how to do something similar to that. So when I'm going to build a draw stance, a normal stance would be there, draw stance would be there, and I would drop the foot back just a fraction more. Tag that. So you saw for the draw, the tee was up a little bit higher. For my cut, I tee the ball down a little bit lower. I like to hit down on it a little bit. It's not about hitting it far, it's about the shape. So obviously the tee down helps. Me hit down on the golf ball, helps keep the ball down. And I really try and swing left. I don't drop my right foot back. I keep it pretty neutral, but I'm really trying to swing down and left. I like teeing the ball down generally. If I'm gonna hit this ball up, tee the ball up a little higher. I'm moving up in my stance, maybe about a half a ball. And I'm really committed to staying back behind the golf ball to send it. And so what I like to try and feel is if I really, really stand on this right leg and really stand on it, put all the weight driving in the ground and try and basically hit up on as much as I possibly can. Not try and get ahead of it like I do for a cut. The stinger is something I hit. It's very similar to my flighted cut with my driver. I can hit it with any club in the bag, but all I'm trying to do is hit the ball down. What shape I choose to hit it with obviously depends on the shot, but more importantly, all I'm trying to do is stop the follow through before I get shoulder height. Just try to stop my hands. That's kind of more the difficult part of it. Easy part's hitting down, swinging left. The hard part is just stopping it.
Tiger blisters one here. Look at that flight. Just a low bullet, ball speed of 171. Look at that thing run out there.
There you go. That was solid. I was always taught that the lower you can keep that ball to the ground, the less time it has to go crooked. You know, okay, I know it's a very simple analogy, but you know, it seems pretty practical. Well, if you want to go for long drive, yes, you can tee it up higher, hit the ball in the middle of the face, you swing faster, maybe swing a little bit more out to the right, and go to a harder ball. If you want to just do straight up, hit the ball further and long drive, yes. But there's a sacrifice to all that, is that you still got to play your other 13 clubs. Wind's coming off the left, but it's bouncing back and forth. So it's kind of going from down to in, to down to in, to across. And we just got to puff kind of more downish. So now I realize that if I hit a full 6-iron, it's out of here. 10 seconds ago, it was more like I need to lean on a 6-iron to get it there. Also, on my last look, as I looked up, I saw the water ripples. Well, that means up at the green, it's doing something different they may be feeling here. And one of the reasons why I've been, I think, a pretty good iron player over the years is that I take all that into account and make the fluid adjustment.